Hello, welcome back to another video in the Steam Deck playing Skyrim. So today we're going to do a tour of a modded town just across the river from Riverwood. There's the bridge that you come across after leaving Riverwood. Now, if you hear any background noise, it is the daytime, and there's also cars that drive by super fast without stopping at the stop sign. So, if you hear any super fast vehicles, or you might hear my dog snoring in the background, I apologize. But hopefully I'll give you some good controller sounds. So the name of this town is Ebonvale, and it's located right here, and it adds a nice little way to get up to Bleak Fall Barrow, and then a nice way in and out to go to Riverwood or to Whiterun. So we're here at the south gate. And as you can see, it's a pretty heavily wooded city. Lots of trees, and all the buildings reflect that in the architecture. So we're going to walk up here to this property. We'll get a little central indication of where we are and what we need to go look at.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Powerful. Those werewolf tales are true.
So this, I believe, is a player home that you can own. I think it's called Ebonvale. No, it's Dragonwood Manor. Dragonwood Manor. And I don't own it, so we can't go inside. But it's got a nice little balcony up here. You can kind of see the entire town. And to the south side, you'll see this is the archway and the gateway to Bleak Fall Barrow. Which is super important in the quest line. And if you come down here, right underneath the balcony in the manor is the mine. And so there's actually, I believe it's an iron mine. We'll go inside and we'll walk around. So there's actually a pretty decently sized mine for you to explore. as you can see, it goes down pretty far. So I think the lore for this town is that it supplies Whiterun with the metal used in the forge, if I am not mistaken. But there's some secrets and some really cool features down in here. But I don't want to ruin them in case you decide to download the mod and add it to your playthrough. It's available on the Nexus, and I think it's probably available for all versions because I had this city mod back in the original Skyrim, and it was one of the first mods that I actually had on a modded playthrough. So if you leave the mine and you wanted to go to Whiterun, you'd go out this north gate, and we'll probably exit that way, but it leads down the mountainside and back to the road, and you can actually take the main road all the way around this town if you were trying to pass through it or pass around it. So there is actually a bypass. There's some log piles and wood piles, perhaps being used to go repair or expand some of these homes. There's the gate we came in. And then the main buildings in the town where everybody lives and works is all centralized around this really large, very pretty pink tree. And so it provides shade and shadow.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. The fellow who wrote that cookbook.
But also people put little donations and tokens because it's such a special tree. And as you can see, circled around the tree are all the homes and businesses in Ebonvale. From the inn to the blacksmith to the clothing and apparel. This is a Secret Scrolls, which is a magic and alteration business. You can buy some pretty cool spells there. You can see the town is patrolled by these ebony armor wearing guards. This is Darius the Black, who I believe you can make a follower.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages and dead crypts.
There's really cool benches you can sit on
Got to thinking.
and kind of watch what's going on in the town during the daytime.
If I'd been on guard at the Thalmor embassy, nobody would disturb me that far.
There's a blacksmith in town. divine gauntlet. Oop, here comes a giant bus of people. There are lots of lanterns around, which I always like the look and feel of in Skyrim. And what town is complete without a local inn? This is the Dragon's Nest Inn, which we will go in and have a drink right before we head out of town. But we still have 2 more places to look at.
Could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn?
The first is the Trader's Vale, which is the local town's trading post. And last but not least, we have the Silver Quiver, which I believe is just a weapons seller, armor. So, all those places combined make this really pretty town of Ebonvale.
Need something? What is it?
Marcus Stormborn. And I always really liked this tree. So this is always one of my favorite little modded towns that you could get. So let's go into the Dragon's Nest Inn.
Come on in, sugar. Still here.
And it's got a really pretty kind of homey feel to it. Warm ourselves by the fire. There's this great picture of, looks like a Nord perhaps building the first area in this town. There's a bunch of chairs and benches we could sit at. It's pretty late, so looks like just Sasha Ebonhart and one other patron, Madoon, are at the fire. And then at the other end, we've got a beautiful portrait of a Pegasus. Normally these places are filled with bards and all sorts of characters and creatures, but it's currently 6 a.m. in the morning, so
Take a look.
we'll buy ourselves an ale and we'll head out of town here. So I will try to link at very least the Skyrim Special Edition, which is what this version is. Mod link for the Nexus in the description. But I would say check this town out because it's a great place to make an in-between home and a safe spot in between Whiterun and Riverwood. And it adds to the feeling that there's actually more people that these holds kind of reign over and protect, and kind of makes sense that this place would be here because it's up on the hill. It would be a direct line from Riverwood to Whiterun, White Run. But the exit of the town is really pretty too. It takes you through this little forest and across this little riverway. And if I didn't have a bunch of grass mods, you could see all there's like stairs and these like rough-in stairs everywhere. And then you go back to the main road. So it's just tucked away up there on the mountainside. And I hope you guys check it out because it's a really well done mod and it's very loved, so keep enjoying it. I'm going to keep walking off into the distance and check back for more town tours, ASMR Skyrim videos, and videos of me just doing quests and random things in this game. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it, like it, or subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.